It's no secret that humans poop, even in space. But the actual physical act of going to the bathroom while floating in space can be tricky. When NASA sends astronauts back to the moon, they'll need a place to go to the bathroom when they reach the lunar surface. And in order to create the best moon toilet that the solar system has to offer, NASA wants to hear from members of the public who might have ideas on the best way to manufacture an easy-to-use lunar restroom. NASA has announced the Lunar Loo Challenge, a competition in partnership with HeroX, to come up with the best space toilet for the agency's future human lunar lander. As part of NASA's Artemis program, which aims to send the first woman and the next man to the moon by 2024, the lander will take astronauts from lunar orbit down to the moon's surface. That means the restroom on board has to be versatile. It will need to work in orbit, where the astronauts will be weightless, and also when astronauts are experiencing 1/6 of Earth's gravity on the lunar surface. And without much gravity, things can get a little messy if you don't prepare. The contest has a total prize purse of $35,000 to be shared by winning teams. This challenge hopes to attract radically new and different approaches to the problem of human waste capture and containment. Before we continue further, be sure to subscribe to our channel, that way you won't miss any of our weekly videos. Anyone can apply to this challenge, and the winning design will receive a $20,000 prize, the second place design will win $10,000, and the third place winner will win $5,000. The contest even includes a junior category in which children under the age of 18 can apply with their innovative space toilet ideas. Children in the junior category can win public recognition and items of official NASA merchandise. So what are the conditions for the space toilet? Specifically, the contest calls for designs that works in lunar gravity, which is about 1/6 of Earth's gravity. Designs should also take up no more than 4.2 cubic feet of space and shouldn't be louder than 60 decibels, that's about the same volume as a bathroom fan on Earth. The space toilet will have to be able to collect both urine and feces at the same time and hold at least 1 liter of liquid waste and 500 grams of solid waste. The device also has to be able to capture at least 114 grams of menstrual blood per day. The final requirements are that the system must be able to store or get rid of waste and should be able to be cleaned and maintained with 5 minutes turnaround time or less between uses. Hopefully, this next-generation space toilet will be a major step up from some of the more challenging waste removal systems that have been used in space throughout human spaceflight history. Whatever NASA and the public come up with, it will likely be way better than what the Apollo astronauts had at their disposal. The Apollo spacecraft that took humans to the moon didn't have any toilets at all. To urinate, they had to pee into a rubber tube that transferred the liquid either outside the spacecraft or into a storage container. Pooping was even worse. The crew had to use plastic bags with sticky rings around the rim, which attached to their behinds. The astronauts would also have to figure out how to get their solid waste into plastic bags, which they had to bring back to Earth to be studied. They didn't have any odor control. The crew hated it. It wasn't easy to get a good seal on the bag without your buddy having to help. And that's just not the way astronauts want to go back to the moon 50+ years later. The space shuttle had toilets known as the waste collection system, which emptied waste out into the vacuum of space. But it didn't always work perfectly. The International Space Station improved on the space toilet with a new design, and NASA also plans to test out a new toilet on the space station later this year. It is called the Universal Waste Management System. The toilet will eventually be used in the agency's future Orion spacecraft, which will take astronauts to lunar orbit. But NASA wants something a little different for the lander. All those toilets are primarily microgravity toilets. They don't have to worry about going down into a gravity well and coming back up again, like a lander does.